Let me take you through what are the benefits that a startup in our country, in India, is entitled to. The income tax benefits. Over and above this, there are other regulatory benefits which are also prescribed by the DPIIT.
Myself, Jigar Sayed, Partner Tax and Regulatory Services at BDO, and my colleague.
Hi, I'm Rajesh Thakkar, Partner in Tax and Regulatory Service at BDO. I'll now request my colleague Jigar to take over the proceedings from here.
Thank you, Rajesh. Now we'll talk about an aspect which every startup is really worried about, the angel tax. In 2012, the then finance minister introduced certain anti-avoidance measures to counter unaccounted money. Under these provisions, excess of share premium over the fair market value, which is generally determined by NAV or DCF method, would be taxed in the hands of the company. While the aim was to counter unaccounted money, the startups were caught on the wrong side of the law. This tax became infamous in the startup community as angel tax. Every year, about 300 to 400 startups receive angel funding, which ticket size ranges between 1.5 million rupees to about 40 million rupees. Generally, the valuation is higher than what the income tax law provides, and as a result, they received notices and underwent assessment where they were taxed on these excess. The startups made representation to the government, and to ease their woes, the income tax law was amended. As per the amended law, any DPIIT recognized eligible startup would be exempt from the provisions of angel tax, provided they file an application to the interministerial board and seek an approval. And there are two more conditions to it. First being that the paid up capital post the issue should not exceed rupees 250 million. This, however, does not apply to funds raised from non-resident venture capital company or firm and certain listed entities. The second condition is the funds so raised are not to be invested in certain negative list of assets, being land and building, onward investments, loans and advances, motor vehicles, etc., primarily to encourage the funds being applied to core activities. One of the challenges that is seen is that the trade advances get caught within the net, and it will be appreciated if this is clarified that these provisions would not apply to trade advances. To ease it further and to address the issues or the ghosts of the angel tax in the past, the government has also introduced certain instructions to the tax department. During the tax assessment of a startup, the angel tax issue would not be pressed. Demands that have been raised in the earlier years for assessment of startup, they are not to be pursued, and appeals that are there by the revenue on the issue of angel tax are not supposed to be pressed. While the angel tax issue may have been appeared to be resolved, it only addresses the issue for startups registered with the DPIIT. For the unregistered startup, while raising funds, they may still have to consider angel tax implications. We at BDO work with entrepreneurs, the startups, the investors, VC, PE, and help them assist with their tax and regulatory aspects. Thank you.